Welcome to Gayatri Yoga, my friends. We'll begin today's class that is focused on strengthening our full body, but specifically our core from our knees. So take a moment to sit on the knees and curl the toes, beginning to stretch your soles of the feet and toes while you're tuning in at the beginning of the practice. Lengthen through the crown of the head up and soften through the shoulders. You can have the palms on your thighs, so bring them to the heart center. And slowly begin connecting to your breath, observing your natural breathing without trying to change anything. Connecting to your body and observing any signals it's giving you, if there are any aches or pains, any discomfort, tension, just observe without judging. Softening your face, your jaw, your eyelids, your lips. Allowing yourself to just be and not think about anything. Connecting to your heart and softening your mind. Remember to respect your body's limitations today, and if there will be something that's not available to you today, take pauses, modifications without judging yourself. And slowly begin connecting to your Ujjayi breath. Inhale through the nose and exhale through the nose, keeping your mouth closed. Allowing the belly to expand as you inhale and gently soften as you exhale. When you're ready, inhale, open your eyes, extend your arms up to the ceiling, and now open them out to the sides. Flex the palms and do gentle circles. Observing how your arms feel today. Observe how your chest feels, your upper back. Observe where the sensations are going. How easy or difficult it is for you to do this move. And then you can create fists and do circles with the fists. And then forearms. And then your shoulders. Now extend your arms out through the sides. And now direct your left palm to the front as your left ribs are rotating to the right side, and your right palm is reaching to the back and your gaze is following. Observe how it feels. And slowly you are returning, and now the right palm is reaching to the front, and the twist is happening because the right palm is reaching to the front, and then the left palm is just following, and you get into a nice twist. And let's do it one more time. Return to neutral. The left palm is reaching to the front. The left ribs are rotating to the right. Keep both sit bones on the heels. And now return, inhale. Exhale, relax. Inhale. And exhale, reach your right palm to the front and twisting to the left. Exhale, return to neutral, and now lower the arms down and observe the sensations coming from the shoulders all the way towards the fingertips. Relax, and you can do little shaking, vibrating your arms. Inhale, begin leaning forward and gently, slowly uncurling the toes. You can gently tap the tops of the feet into the mat to relax. And you can play with pointing and flexing. And spread the fingers, roll the biceps out, palms under the shoulders, knees right under the hips, press the shin bones into the mat. Inhale, begin lengthening through the front line of the body, getting into a gentle arch, and exhaling, slowly rolling into a rounded back, tuck in the chin. Inhale, lengthen, send the sit bones back and the crown of the head up to the ceiling, and exhaling, rounding. One more time. Inhale, arch. Exhale, round. Slowly returning to neutral. And now curling the toes, lifting the knees, finding yourself in a hovering tabletop. And from here, bring your right palm to tap the left shoulder and return and switch. Try not to lift the knees too high. Keep your back neutral, lengthen through the sit bones, and keep tapping and observing how easy or difficult it feels for you. Breathe, relax the jaw. And now bring your left palm to the floor, keep the knees hovering. Lift your right arm up and pulse up. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Exhale, lower and switch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Lower. And now extend the legs. Send the hips back and up. Find your downward dog. Lengthen through the front body, through the back body, through the sides. Roll the biceps out and rip the mat apart. Reach the heels down. Inhale through the nose and exhale through the nose. You can walk the legs here, observe the sensations. And now keep the right palm on the mat and the left palm is reaching towards the right ankle, and find your twist, gaze up to the ceiling. Inhale and exhale, slowly release. Right palm is reaching for the left ankle and twist. Inhale, return to your downward dog. Inhale, lift the heels and draw the pubic bone towards ribs. Round your low back, middle back, upper back, moving into a rounded plank, and then lengthen through the spine, through the crown of the head. Find your regular plank. And now shift your hips back and up, downward dog. And now inhale, lift the heels, and exhale, rolling forward into rounded plank. And then begin extending your heels to the back of the room, crown of the head to the front. Find your plank. One more time, send the hips back and up. And lifting the heels up, rounding and moving in a wave-like motion to the front. And now sink the hips as you stretch through the front of the body. Exhale, soften through the knees. Send the hips back and up. Downward dog. Inhale, gaze to the front, and exhale, step, walk, or jump to the front of the mat. Inhale, lift your chest halfway up. Exhaling, folding down. Soften through the knees if needed. Inhale, lifting, and exhale, following. One more time. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale and exhale, draw the pubic bone towards the ribs and roll up one vertebra by vertebra at a time, rising up to standing. Finding yourself in a neutral position. And take a moment to observe the energy, your body beginning to wake up, and your focus, attention is shifting from your head, from the thoughts, to the body, to the moves you're making, to the sensations. Inhale, lift the arms up through the sides, finding your back bend. Exhaling, slowly folding down. Inhale, halfway up. And now bring the weight towards the left foot. Lift your right foot and reach the heel to the glute. And as you exhale, begin squeeze your inner thighs and compress the belly towards the thighs. Soften through the left knee. Observe how it feels. And you can flex your right foot and push it to the back of the room and pass the heel up to the ceiling. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bend the right knee, bring the knee back to the belly, and now soften through the left knee and pulse here. 1, 2. You're lifting the sacrum up to the ceiling. 3, 4, and 5. And now keep the palms on the floor, the block. Externally rotate your right hip. You can just keep opening and closing, or you can also add a leg extension. And in, open, extend, bend, in, open, extend, bend, and in. Soften the left knee and in, and now step your right foot all the way back, but a little to the left side, so to the back left corner of the mat. And as you rotate your left toes to the left side and lower your right heel down, observe how it feels on the left outer hip. Lift your left arm up, press the feet into the mat and stretch through the left side of the body, and exhale, sink. Lift, exhale, sink. Lift, exhale, sink. Inhale, lift, and now bring the weight into the right leg and step your left foot towards the right. Stack the feet, find your plank, and you can sink the hips gently and lift, sink and lift, sink and lift. 2 more times, down and up, and down and up. Lift your left arm up, bring the palm to the floor, transition into your plank, lower down to your knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga. Inhale, extend through the front of the body, upward dog, and exhaling, shifting your hips back and up, downward dog. Walk your legs here, observe the sensations. Lengthen through the right side of the body, and then through the left, through the right, through the left. Inhale, send the gaze to the front. Exhale, step, walk, or jump to the front of the mat. Inhaling, lifting your chest halfway up. And exhale, slowly compressing your belly to the thighs, and you can walk the fingers all the way back, wherever you are. And then inhale, lift your chest halfway, and exhale, fold. Now slowly lift halfway, bring the weight towards the right foot, and lift your left foot, reach the heel to the glute. Squeeze the inner thighs, lengthen, soften through the right knee, and now compress the belly to the thigh. Observe how it feels on the right leg. You can do gentle massage if you wish. And now flex your left foot and push the heel all the way back. And now pulse. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Shift the weight slightly forward, and now bend the knee, and now start passing the hips to the floor. Lengthen through the sit bones to the back of the room. 1, 2, reach the left heel to the glute. 3, 4, and 5. Extend the right leg, but don't lock the knee. And now externally rotate your left hip, and maybe this is enough, you just stay here, or just open and close, or you open, extend the leg, make sure you have enough space, bend and close, open, extend, bend and close, open, extend, bend and close. You can have the blocks under the palms. Open, extend, bend and close. One more time. Open, extend, bend and close. Extend the left leg all the way back, bending the right knee, and now cross the foot a little more to the right corner of the mat, so your legs are crisscrossed. Bring the left palm to the floor, rotate your right toes to the right, sink the hips down very slowly. Be careful with the knee. Observe how it feels on your outer hip, the glute. And as you press the feet into the mat, lift your right arm up, stretch through the front, through the right side of the body. Exhale, down. Inhale, lift, press the feet into the mat. Exhale, down. Inhale, lift, and down. Lift and down. And as you lift, step your right foot towards the left. Be careful with the balance. Find your side plank. And you can pause here. You can lower your left knee down for support, or you can sink the hips and lift. Try to lengthen through the crown of the head and lift. Breathe. And now lift your right arm up, bring the palm to the floor, and transition to your plank. You can rest in your child's pose and move through your vinyasa, chaturanga. Inhale, stretch through the front of the body, upward dog. And exhale, shift your hips back and up, downward dog. Open your toes out and keep your heels touching. And now begin squatting, moving the knees out to the side. And pause for 1, 2. And extend the legs, send the sit bones up to the ceiling. 1, 2. Extend the legs, reach the heel to the floor, and sit bones up. Pause. 1, 2. And extend. And now slowly bend the knees and squat. You can lower the knees down and find your child's pose. You can sink the chest to the floor. Mini puppy pose. And when you're ready, press the palms into the mat. Lift the knees and extend the heels back. Shift your hips back into this very wide downward dog. And from this downward dog, don't move the shoulders. Walk the toes back, 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 as far back as you can. Finding this plank. Roll the biceps out and lengthen through the sit bones to the back of the room. Squeeze your inner thighs. Breathe. Allow the belly to expand as you breathe. And rip the mat apart with the palms. And if you wish, you can play with opening your legs wider and then back to center. And just make sure you're not on a slippery surface. Keep your neck long. And now open the legs wide, mat width apart, staying in this plank. And now extend your right leg all the way out and circle the leg to the front and back. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Return, and now try the opposite side. Make sure you have enough space on the left side. Find your plank variation, and now point your left toes, bring the weight towards right foot, send the right heel back. And circle. And maybe on the left side, the circle will not be as big. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Return to your regular plank. Walk the toes in, in. And now squeeze the shoulder blades and push the floor away from you. Squeeze and push, squeeze, push, squeeze, push. Lower the knees down. Find your child's pose. Relax. Relax your wrists. Soften through the shoulders. Observe the energy, observe the sensations. Inhale, send your chest forward, bring yourself to your forearms and keep the knees under the hips. Rip the mat apart, draw the pubic bone towards the ribs and round. And inhale, lift, find your arch. Exhale, round. Inhale, lift, find your arch. Exhale, round. Inhale, lift, find your arch. Return to neutral, and now extend the legs, send the feet back, find your forearm plank. And slowly, in a controlled way, find the twist to the right, center, left, center, to the right, center, left, center. You can do to the right and bring your left palm to the hip, lift the hips, lower, lift and lower, bring your left palm to the floor, center, to the left, right palm towards the hip, lift and lower, lift and lower, and bring your forearm down, center, to the right, palm towards the hip, lift and lower, lift and lower, left forearm down, center, to the left, palm to the hip, lift and lower, lift and lower. Slowly return, bring the knees down, send the hips back, and find your puppy pose. Extend the arms all the way to the front. As you sink the chest down, you can have your puppy active without lowering the chest all the way down, or you can go all the way and sink and rest here. You can use the block under the chest. And when you're ready, press the palms into the mat, lift through the armpits, and return to your forearm. Slowly lift the feet and send them to the left. Lift your right arm up, and you will find yourself in this forearm plank with the knees bent. And now sink the hips and lift. Sink and lift. You can stretch through the side, lifting the arm and lower. And as you lower the hips, lengthen through the crown of the head up to the ceiling. You can rotate the forearm, the palm to the right side to feel more safe in your shoulder. And down. Now return to neutral, bring your right palm to the back of the head, and now rotate your right ribs towards the floor, lengthen through the right side of the ribs, up and open to the floor, up and open to the floor, up and open to the floor. Lift the hips high, up and open, and now extend your right leg. Bring the weight towards the right leg, and now squeeze the thigh in and extend to the front. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Breathe. 8, 9, 10, and slowly extend. Transition into a one-legged forearm plank. Push the shoulders forward and back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Lower the left knee down. Lift the arms. Bring your left palm to the floor and stretch through the front of the body. Bend the right knee, press the foot into the palm, and find a nice back bend. Now slowly lower, release the foot, extend your right leg all the way back, and lower the hips down. Lift your right toes, and now lift your left arm and stretch through the left side. Breathe into the left side of the body. And now you can spiral your left armpit to the floor, towards the right leg. And now inhale, up and open. Exhale, spiral. Inhale, up and open. Exhale, spiral. Inhale, up and open. Exhale, spiral. Pause here for a moment. And as you stay low, move through the center. Pause here. And now to the left. Bring the weight towards the top of the left foot, and now begin rotating your right toes to the front of you, lifting your hips, and now press the left palm into the mat, and now stretch through the front of the body one more time. And now slowly rotate your left toes to the back of the room. Bring your right palm to the floor, lift your right leg, curl the left toes, extend the legs, send the heel back. One-legged chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, shift your hips back and up. Downward dog. Lower the knees down. from your tabletop, keep your back straight, neutral, send the hips back, draw the pubic bone towards ribs, round and move to the front. Send the hips back, draw the pubic bone towards ribs, round and move to the front. Send the hips back, round and move to the front. Return to neutral, bring the forearms to the floor. And now transition into forearm plank. Push the floor away from you. You can push and find the space between the shoulder blades and then sink. Push and sink. Soften through the jaw. And now rotate your left palm to the right and transition to the right side of the body. Now lift your right leg and lift your right arm and reach them towards one another. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Slowly return and switch sides. Lift the left leg and reach them. Maybe you can tap the thigh and return. 1, 2, 3, 4. Lower the left palm down, lower the knees down, and again extend the arms to the front, finding your puppy pose. Sink in the chest, trying to keep the hips over the heels, over the knees if possible. When you're ready, press the palms into the mat. Lower the forearms down. And now rotate your feet to the right side. And you're finding yourself on the forearm with your knees bent. And preparing to repeat the moves we did on the left side. Slowly sink the hips. And stretch through the left side. Sink, lengthen through the crown of the head. And lift. Sink. And lift. Sink. Lift. Sink. And lift. And now bring the palm to the back of the head. Rotate the chest to the floor and push to return. 2, stretch through the front of the hips. 3, 4, and 5. And now extend your top leg and lift your right knee. Lift the hips and push your forearm into the mat. And now compress the thigh in and extend. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, breathe, 8, 9, 10, and now slowly extend your right leg all the way back, transition to one-legged forearm plank, send your shoulders forward and back, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Lower the right knee down, rotate the foot to the right side, and extend your right arm. Lift the left leg, grab the foot, and stretch through the front of the body. And exhale, release the hold on the foot, extend the left leg all the way back. And now lift the right palm and keep sliding your left foot to the left and towards the front in order to sink the hips all the way down to the floor. Keep your right heel to the outside of the hip. Lift your right arm up, lengthen the root through the sit bones and stretch through the side of the body. Inhale and exhale, spiral your right ribs towards the thigh. Inhale, up and open. Exhale, spiral. Inhale, up and open, and try to keep both sit bones on the mat. Open, exhale, spiral, stay low. And now move through the center and pause in the center. And slowly move into the right thigh. And now extend through the front of the body. Bring the palm to the floor and rotate your left toes to the front. Begin lifting your hips. Bring the weight towards your right shin. Press the right palm into the mat. Circle the left arm to the right back and up, and stretch through the front of the body, and try to stretch here through the front of the right hip. Inhale, rise back up. Exhale, bring your left palm to the floor, and now just lift your left heel, rotate your right toes to the back of the room, and lift your left leg, and now extend your right leg, send the heel back, bend the elbows, one-legged chaturanga. Inhale, up for dog, stretch through the front of the body. Exhale, shift your hips back and up, downward dog. Inhale and exhale, lower the knees down, find your child's pose and rest here. You can do your gentle side stretches. Lift through the right palm and walk the fingertips to the left. And now all the way to center, lengthen through the left side and walk the fingertips to the right. And now all the way to neutral. Lift the hips, press the left palm into the mat, lift your right arm up, and exhale, thread the right arm under the left armpit, lower the shoulder down, press the right palm into the mat and twist. Lengthen through the sit bones. You can reach your left arm up, bend the elbow and reach the palm to the inner thigh. Exhale, slowly release, bring your left palm to the floor, rising up. Bring your right palm to the floor and now twist to the left. Try not to move the hips, keep them neutral. And exhale, thread the left arm under the right armpit. Lower the shoulder down to the floor or the block. Or let it hover a little bit and find your twist. And extend your right arm up. Bend the elbow and reach towards the inner thigh. Open. Inhale and exhale, slowly release. Bring your right palm to the floor. Slowly rise up and now stay in here. Cross the arms, walk the palms to opposite sides and sink your chest to the floor, stretching your shoulders. Make sure the arms are crossed not on your throat but a little lower. And when you're ready, you can send the hips gently back and uncross the arms and cross them the opposite way. And sink as low as it is comfortable for you. You are controlling the intensity. Make sure you are not feeling any pain or any compression in the joint, in the back. You should feel the stretch through the front. And when you're ready, gently send the hips back, release the cross on the arms, and you can move again into your puppy pose, sink the chest to the floor. Wherever you are, use the block under the chest if needed. And when you're ready, press the palms into the mat, lift, and transition into your child's pose, and then place the palms in front of you, lengthening the arms, and then lift, shift your shoulders forward. This is your half plank. From the half plank, send the hips back, keep your spine neutral, and now draw the pubic bone towards the ribs, round your back, tuck the chin, and now push the shin bones into the mat, move to the front, and then stretch through the front of the body. Send the hips back. Draw the pubic bone towards ribs round. And move to the front. One more time, send the hips back. Draw the pubic bone round. And return to neutral. Send the hips back. And from here, lower the forearms down. And draw the pubic bone towards ribs. Stretch through the quads. And through the belly. And maybe you can lower the shoulders down and your head down. Maybe you can have the block under the middle of the chest. You can bend the elbows 90 degrees or lift them up and grab opposite elbows. Observe how it feels. And maybe you can play with shifting your shoulders to the left. Stretch through your obliques on the right side. And breathe in, expand the tissues from the inside and out. Inhale and exhale, return very carefully to neutral. And now to the right, draw the pubic bone towards the ribs and reach the knees to the floor. And stretch through the left side, expand the ribs. When you're ready, inhale and exhale, return to neutral. Uncross, release the elbows, and bring the palms to the floor. You can hold on to the feet, and then slowly begin bringing your elbows and forearms down. And stay here for a moment. And when you're ready, extending your arms. Push the floor away from you. And then rising up to seated. You can hinge halfway and soften through the quads, through the knees. But keep your back straight, neutral. And now press the shin bones into the mat. Lift the hips a little bit. And now draw the pubic bone towards ribs. Connect to your pelvic floor and your core and slowly rise up. And a couple of times hinge halfway. Draw the pubic bone towards ribs. Rolling up. One more time hinge. Draw the pubic bone towards ribs. Rolling up. And now curl the toes. Lift the knees. And open your knees out and keep the heels touching and project them to the back of the room. And again, sink your belly towards the thighs and extend the arms to the front. And if you wish, you can bring the palms together, cross them and bring them together. And keep reaching them to the front, and at the same time push them into one another and send the spine back and observe how it feels in your back body. And now slowly release and cross them the opposite way. And again, sink. Send the spine back and fingers to the front, and now push the palms into one another and observe how it feels in the back. And exhale, release. And slowly lean to the front a little bit, to the crown of the head, and then back to the crown of the head. Feel the weight a little bit in the crown of the head, and back. And now slowly press the palms into the mat. Begin lifting your hips up to the sitting. Extend the legs. Bring your heels out. Keep your feet parallel. Soften through the knees. You can swing from side to side. Inhale and exhale, draw the pubic bone towards the ribs, slowly rolling up, one vertebra by vertebra at a time. Aligning the shoulders over the hips. Close your eyes, focus on your third eye, align the crown of the head over the spine, and take a moment to observe your balance, observe your posture. Bring the palms to the heart and take a moment to be grateful for everything you were able to accomplish today. Thank you guys for joining me for this practice. I hope you felt the burn, felt your core, your upper body working. If you have a little bit more time, you can choose some slow, relaxing sequence to cool down and relax. And please leave me a comment how you feel after this class. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. You're turning the notifications to never miss a new class. Press the like button until we practice again. Namaste.